1 John 3, verse 22 says, "And whatever we ask, we receive from him, because we keep his commandments and do the things that are pleasing in his sight." And thinking about the questions I've asked over the course of this study, a key point in my answers has been prayer. Talking to God about the sins this passage points out in my life and about how I am to practice righteousness and love my brother helps me to see these things as a matter in God's hands. Prayer moves these topics from thought exercises into part of my relationship with God. It is tempting and really easy to say, here's what I need to do, basically making everything into a checklist. Prayer reminds us of our relationship with God. We are not just completing tasks and following rules, we are living with the Creator of the universe. A family relationship is an amazingly accurate picture of this, and it's what the Bible uses to describe how we relate with God. When you think of a family gathered together, what makes it a happy thing? What makes it beautiful? Is it not the love and trust the family members have for one another? I am blessed to have a really good family relationship. I get along well with my parents and with my sister, but I know that's not the case for many people. The reality is that in the fall, the family structure is broken down. Just remember what we read in verse 12. But I think we all have an idea and an ideal of a happy family. The good news is that we have this in the family of God. We can go to God as our Father in prayer and know that whatever we ask, we receive from him, as this verse says. Jesus said in Matthew 7, verses 9 through 11, "Or what man is there among you who, when his son asks for a loaf, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, he will not give him a snake, will he? If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give what is good to those who ask?" As we seek to follow God and obey his commands, are we coming to him in prayer as children to a father? How are we trusting him as our Father? If you're looking for more on prayer, I recommend Tim Keller's book, Prayer. I listened to it the other week, and it gives both the history and purpose of prayer, as well as some very useful practical applications.